Welcome to day 62 of the New Way. I'll read Matthew 9:14 and 15. Then John's disciples came and asked, "How is it that we and the Pharisees fast often, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus answered, "How can the guest of the bridegroom mourn when he is with them? The time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them. Then they will fast." In Mark's version, in Mark 2:18 through 20. Now John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting. Some people came and asked Jesus, "How is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees are fasting, but yours are not?" Jesus answered, "How can the guest of the bridegroom fast while he is with them? They cannot, so long as they have him with them. But the time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them, and on that day they will fast." And I'll read Luke 5:33 through 35. They said to him, "John's disciples often fast and pray, and so do the disciples of the Pharisees, but yours go on eating and drinking." Jesus answered, "Can you make the friends of the bridegroom fast while he is with them? But the time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them. In those days they will fast." Fasting is a practice that many followers of Jesus do to help them to focus on God. Different churches and religions have taught various methods and times for fasting. In these verses, Jesus was being asked why he and his disciples were not observing a prescribed fast set by the Jewish leaders. Jesus' answer to them was, "Why should they fast? I am here." The whole purpose of fasting is to draw closer to God. I had read about fasting through the years, but had never met anyone who seriously fasted until I moved to California. There I had several friends who fasted regularly, and the church we were a part of had a once-a-year fasting period. What I learned is that some people fast regularly, like once a week or once a month. Others fast once or twice a year, and others fast only when they feel a need to draw closer to God or need a specific direction from Him. I also learned that even though I can't abstain from food because of medication that I take, I could still fast. When I wanted to participate with our church during its time of fasting, I would go on a liquid-only diet instead of solid food. Probably the most interesting fast that I've participated in was a fast of screen time. One year, our pastor encouraged us to take a 1-week fast from screens. We could use them for work or school, but not for anything else except emergencies. Oh, that was hard. Some followers of Jesus fast from a particular type of food, like meat or desserts or bread, and I've found that fast can be from a few hours to several months, depending on the fast. I have a friend who does a once-a-year silent retreat with a group of her friends. They go to the beach or park where they can find quiet, and they spend 8 to 10 hours in silence and concentrate on Bible study and prayer and listening to God. After that time of silence, they meet together for a time of worship before returning to normal life. This is a fast from normal activity. But I don't think that what you fast from or do without is as important as what you focus on during that time. If giving up screens or food makes you just crave more screens or food, then you've missed the point. If giving up screens or food allow more prayer time, more Bible study, and focusing on and listening to God, then the fast has succeeded. So let God direct you as to how and when you fast. I pray that it will be a meaningful time for you. In His service, Dale.